we're on a hive number 2. Tripod's still working okay. I'm really recording these because at the end I want to go back through and see if I can get some fun videos out of it. There's some fun snapshots out of it. So this one is technically 3 deep, but one of them is just there for overflow. This weekend we're going to be building out more shallows, or sorry, medium supers. And the reason we don't have medium supers on right now is because it's still too early in the season. But I like to give them a little bit of space. In addition to building a medium super, I will be building out a shim, or a candy board essentially, with some ventilation in them. You might be thinking, that's a little overkill. It probably is. But I like doing that just so the hot days aren't as hot. Okay, now with this one, you're gonna see something weird. I have a mix of mediums and deep frames in here. We're gonna brush those off. I only did that because I wanted to try to encourage them to get going on some of these mediums. And I left all my extra deep frames at home last week. So this week we'll actually clean them off and put the deeps in. This isn't normal. I'd rather them not take up all that extra space though, and do some wonky burr comb or something that didn't make sense. They got their deep 2 weeks ago now. This is their first week without extra sugar water syrup. Here we're starting to get into new frames in the deep. So I wouldn't expect to see any activity yet on those. This one's going to be a much less intrusive, hopefully, inspection. We're going to give it a quick once over on top. And we may jump into the bottom box. Wow, we will jump into the bottom box. I just want to make sure there's no signs of swarming or anything going wrong with foul play. These next frames are starting to actually get some bees on them, so I'm smoking them out just to let them know that I'm coming in, but at the same time discourage them from being on the frames up high. Ooh. There were 2 frames that I put in here that had some good comb 2 weeks ago. This might have been one of them. Although it looks like a new frame. I need to label and date my frames. This one is actually getting some honey or syrup in there. Although I stopped feeding him, so hopefully it's honey. It's only on one side, so. The other reason that I like putting deeps out here with my bees, an extra deep, is if I run out of room while inspecting, I can set frames in there too. This frame is a dual-sided. So I think I brought that last frame and this frame up. Just part of the checkerboarding. I expect those ones to have honey for a little while, or an attempt at honey. And then after a couple of months, hopefully they have brood and stuff in them. And these next 3 should be, get out of here. So many extra bugs today. I will get those replaced and get these back in. I'll take it all down a notch. Again, we'll just be looking briefly for signs of swarming, leaving, sickness. I don't think we've got anything yet. So this hive, for context, came from a nuke that I got May 4th. That's when they were installed. Let me do this. Set those right here. I'm gonna pop this open and you all should be able to just watch bees for a few seconds. I go swap the frames for the right ones. Had to get 5 new frames. These will go in the top box. Like I said, I didn't have these last week, so. All right, so this is the hive we'll steal, or this is the part of the hive we'll steal a frame of brood and larvae from. You may also I'm gonna move 2 of these frames down so they'll have 3 new-ish frames in the bottom. Yeah, we'll leave 1 up because I got one from a different hive. Okay, we'll be quick with this one. Expeditious. You can see they're very busy. And don't let me forget, after this hive, we need to refuel the smoker. Okay. We'll start on the outside here. gonna work right on the edge. That's okay. We'll go in one then. Like I said, this one came from a nuke 6 weeks ago. They are absolutely killing it. A lot of capped. Okay, what we're gonna do early on is look for a queen. This queen I know is marked with a green dot. If we do not see her, we're gonna clean this frame of all the workers, attendants, so on and so forth, and put it in the other frame to our left. Because everything that's capped there is gonna be a worker. The last thing you want to do, or I want to do, is take a frame from a colony that has a queen on it, because that sounds like trouble. So this one's good. We'll go ahead and get that. They weren't happy about that. I mean, I wouldn't be either. Okay. Gotta move y'all. And then, yes, there are a couple ladies on here still. They hopefully shouldn't cause problems for this hive, with how few there are. There's a small chance they'll attack each other, but transferring over a full frame of capped like that is going to help that hive survive. This is a candy board that I started making. I need to finish that up. Okay, let's get back over to these ladies. You can hear them, they're mad. Big mad. But they'll be alright. In fact, let's tell them to calm down. And what we're also going to do is a little bit more checkerboarding than I thought. That bottom box is very full. So we'll end up putting this one in here. And those two. We'll drag two up. And this was on the advice of the folks out at D-Bum. There's my queen, right there. So, That cup is just an emergency cup. Both of those are. All three of those are. And the queen. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put this one back. You don't want to leave the queen outside of her hive for long, if it's possible. So we'll carefully set that one back in. Oops. I need to move them more carefully. And then what we'll do is we'll just slide frames over. That one is getting built out. That one was checkerboarded last week. It's looking really good. This one is super full. This is an old frame though. So what I'll probably do I have a frame there? No, not yet. Those two look good. So I'll take these two and put them up into this box right in the center, and that'll drag them up. And the frames that are already over here, we'll move them over one. I know we're doing a lot of shuffling right now, but kind of gotta. They're not really doing exactly what I want, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Oh. Lot of activity on this one. That one that I took had the most cap that I've seen so far this morning, which is okay. You can see a couple of drones on here too. Okay, so that one, and then this one. And again, that last one had no signs of swarm activity. No supersedure cells. So far, we've only seen a couple of emergency cells. This is one of the newest frames. Which I'll leave. We're gonna do a big old resort here. Let me hang this one. I'm gonna push these two together. Okay, and then I'll take this one up. rest will go inwards. I don't really like this particular frame very much. They had a lot of room on the side and built a lot of honey stores. You can just see it bulges out on this side of town. But it'll be the other candidate going up. Wrap this one up, get them all reassembled. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put this one towards the center. Hopefully when I come out here next week, they'll have a lot more of this built out. It's been super rainy and crazy moist lately, so a lot of flow still, I hope. I see a lot of flowers anyway. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 will go up here. And this one came from another hive. And it's got a little bit of comb on it right now. So we'll put it down in here. Okay. This one goes up top. Okay, the last thing you can't forget is take this guy out. I've done that once. They're gonna be a little disoriented because of how much I moved around, but they'll get over it. Hopefully I only have to do that maybe one more time. All right, I'm gonna reassemble this one. Got one more to go. Probably won't videotape this last one.